as well coming in at this point in time. In response to Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's criticism of the EVM system, the BJP has now hit back, calling his remarks baseless and politically motivated. BJP, in fact, has accused Mallikarjun Kharge and the Congress party of attempting to undermine the integrity of India's election process, asserting that EVMs are absolutely secure and foolproof.
आज खड़गे जी और कांग्रेस पार्टी ने फिर से संवैधानिक संस्था अर्थात ईसी पर सवाल उठाते हुए खड़गे जी ने कहा है अब ईवीएम नहीं, हम बैलेट पेपर चाहते हैं और ईवीएम के खिलाफ हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा की तर्ज पर यात्रा निकालेंगे। बताइए, जब ईवीएम से चुनाव जीते तेलंगाना में, कर्नाटका में, झारखंड में, जम्मू कश्मीर में, वायनाड में ईवीएम ठीक था और हरियाणा महाराष्ट्र हार गए तो राहुल गांधी को बचाना है इसलिए ईवीएम पर बहाना है। और आज ही सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक पीआईएल को डिसमिस कर दिया बैलेट पेपर की मांग जिसने की, और कहा कि ये क्या आइडिया है आपका कि जब चुनाव हारते हैं तब तो ईवीएम को दोष देते हैं वरना ईवीएम ठीक है।
कांग्रेस पार्टी बैलेट से चुनाव इसीलिए कराना चाहती है क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी बूथ लूटना चाहती है। वही कांग्रेस पार्टी जिसका मॉडल है बूथ लूटो और राज करो। इनका मॉडल 2021 बंगाल चुनाव के अंदर जिस तरीके से दबंगों ने बूथ को लूटा था, कांग्रेस पार्टी यही चाहती है। कांग्रेस पार्टी समझ चुकी है कि उसको जनता का मैंडेट नहीं मिल सकता, इसीलिए उसका षड्यंत्र बूथ लूटने का है। उसको दिक्कत ईवीएम से इसीलिए है क्योंकि ईवीएम के जरिए वो बूथ नहीं लूट सकती। अगर लोकतंत्र को बचाना है, कांग्रेस पार्टी को दूर रखना है।
Joining us on the broadcast this afternoon is T.S. Singh Deo of the Congress Party. Thank you very much, sir, for speaking with us here on Times Now. On a day, Supreme Court, in fact, made it very clear that, political parties say EVMs are tampered when they lose and they are absolutely fine with it when political parties win elections. Your response to the kind of demand that has now come from Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge to have a Bharat Jodo Yatra kind for bringing back ballot papers into the system?
For first, Constitution Day greetings to our great nation, its citizens, and all of us, all your viewers. As far as the EVM is concerned, when the EVM was introduced and its working was studied, among the first people who opposed the EVM were the BJP. And in fact, Mr. Advani was among the leading luminaries who first came out against the EVM. Then I believe there was Mr. Narasimhan, if I'm not getting the name wrong, who had come out with a book. And during its launch, the then BJP party president, Mr. Gadkari, also came out with strong words regarding the EVM. And he also very strongly talked about the paper trail. We must have a verifiable paper trail, and these EVMs that we are using in the country are worse off than the EVMs of Netherlands and Germany, which have been bunked. So these are the words of Mr. Advani, Bharat Ratna, Mr. Advani, and Mr. Gadkari, the then BJP chief. That apart, my personal view, as far as elections are concerned, I was just hearing the earlier person on the panel today mentioning about how booths will be captured if there is no EVM. You see, if anybody can capture a booth, whether you have an EVM or a paper ballot, they can capture the booth. So the booth capturing has nothing to do with the mode of casting your
Mr. T.S. Singh Deo, but the question, still remains the same that I asked you. Supreme Court has today again expressed strong disapproval of these repeated doubts that are raised on the electronic voting machines in the country by various political parties. You referred to what BJP netas in the past had said. I'm referring to what the Supreme Court said today. And a couple of days ago, the election commissioner also made it very clear that EVMs are 100% foolproof.
I do not agree with this opinion of the Supreme Court. To say it frankly and as clearly as I can say, I do not agree with the view of the Supreme Court. When the highest technology quotient countries of the world are not adopting that and they have a separate paper trail, I do not agree with the
So you believe that
opinion of the Supreme
even
Court.
in Jharkhand, EVMs were tampered with?
I was just coming to that. Whereas what the Supreme Court seems to have said, as per what you have said, is that when a political party loses, they say the EVM is tampered. Now, we have in these 4 elections, the India Alliance has been successful in Jammu and Kashmir and in Jharkhand, and not successful in Haryana and Maharashtra. So are we not saying that there should be no EVM in all these 4 states and all the 4 states and all the other elections to come? We are saying that whether anybody wins or loses, this technology is doubtful.
Okay.
It is challengeable, and many have done that.
So you're also doubting the mandate
the
that
political party.
JMM Kong Alliance has got in Jharkhand as well, because you believe that EVM is something that you have a problem with as a machine, as a system. Mr. T.S. Singh Deo, I appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective on this important story. Viewers, now the statement by Mr. Kharge has come just a day after Congress MP Karti Chidambaram openly voiced his support for the EVM. He didn't only debunk the tampering claims around EVMs, but also praised the efficacy. Listen in.
I have been participating in elections which have been using EVM since 2004. I personally have had not had any bad experience. Neither do I have any evidence to suggest that there is any kind of manipulation or tampering. If others have some sort of doubt about the efficacy of the EVM, it's really for them to say. But I personally do not have any doubts or about the robustness or the efficacies of EVM.
However, the other Congress netas are echoing Mallikarjun Kharge's demand. Listen in to this reaction coming in from Imran Pratapgarhi.
जब इस देश में एक बड़े तबके का, एक बड़े मतदाताओं का विश्वास जो है वो ईवीएम से उठने लगे, चुनावी प्रक्रिया से उठने लगे, ऐसे में अगर अपोजिशन ये कह रहा है कि आप ईवीएम से के बजाय बैलेट पेपर की तरफ लौटिए, बैलेट पेपर से चुनाव कराइए, तो चुनाव आयोग को सुनना चाहिए इस बात को। और खरगे जी ने इस बात पर खुल के एक सुझाव दिया है, और खरगे जी देश के वरिष्ठ नेता हैं, 50 वर्षों का उनका राजनीतिक इतिहास है, और उन्होंने कोई बात कही है तो देश के चुनाव आयोग को, सरकार को ध्यान देना चाहिए।
Let's go back to Sabyasachi, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Sabyasachi, you heard what Mr. T.S. Singh Deo had to say, and then what Mr. Karti Chidambaram had to say on the issue of EVMs. So within the Congress party, it seems that there is some kind of a division on, the efficacy of EVMs.
Well, that's right. See, within the Congress itself, we are getting to hear 2 kind of versions as far as the EVM is concerned. Now, Karti Chidambaram, he said that since 2004, he has been participating in polls and he did not have a bad experience. And if there is any doubt, it is up to the people of the Congress, from the Congress party or from the India Alliance, who had a bad experience, and he has no doubt over the efficacy of the EVM. Now, on the other hand, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge clearly stated that he does not care about the EVM and he wants the polls to be conducted through ballot papers. And this particular demand also have been supported and seconded by several other Congress leaders. Now the BJP is calling out the hypocrisy of the Congress party, stating that when they win election in certain states, at that particular time they do not question the efficacy of the EVM. It is when they lose the polls at that particular time they have a lot of questions surrounding the EVM. Now Sanjay Raut, in fact, after the Maharashtra result came out, he said that something is fishy. And yesterday when Mr. Nana Patole came at the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge here in the national capital, in fact, Nana Patole also went on to say that there are certain party workers of the Congress party from the state of Maharashtra who in fact stated that in certain areas the Congress had a very high chance to win, but when the results came out, they were completely shocked, and where did their votes go? So these sort of allegations are coming in from the Congress party, and time and again they have been questioning the EVM and asking that elections should be conducted through ballot papers. But there are certain leaders like Mr. Karti Chidambaram who had said that there is no doubt as far as the EVM concerned, and he has been participating in polls from 2014 through EVM, and he does not have a bad experience.
Right. Now, Sabyasachi, as we were discussing earlier, this statement by Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has come on a day when the apex court, the top court of this country, has also expressed strong disapproval of the repeated doubts, that are raised by political leaders regarding the credibility of the electronic voting machine. So what happens next in this case? Are we likely to see the Congress party netas also approaching the Supreme Court with some kind of a proof to substantiate the claims that they are making as far as EVMs are concerned?
Definitely, if the Congress party does have a proof, then there is high chances that they might approach the apex court. But at this particular time, the Congress party and the leader of the India Alliance are making allegation against the EVM and against the ECI, stating that there is something fishy and the votes are not, the polls are not being conducted in a proper manner. Now, recent only we saw the Supreme Court rejecting a PIL that has been filed that asking the polls should be